Hello everyone. In today's video, we talk about systems of equations solved using substitution. Remember, when it comes to system of equations, it's always about being organized. That is the main key. So, your teacher might show you work a little bit different than how I'm showing in this video, but this is how we normally do it to keep things organized. In a system of equations, we normally have two or more, but at the high school level, we deal with two equations. So to do that, we always label 1 and 2. We do this because it helps us track what we're going to be doing to each equation. So for example, step number 1, what I'm going to do here is reorder it so that I can isolate for y. When you're trying to use substitution to solve, you're trying to isolate for one variable, and then you're going to substitute it into the other equation. So for example, for this one here, I am taking number 1 and I am rewriting it to isolate for y. So I want y by itself. Y equals. So that means I have to move the 7x over to the other side. So therefore, I would subtract 7x on both sides, and we'll get minus 7x plus 10. Using this, we can then put it into equation number 2. So we're going to sub y is equal to negative 7x plus 10 into equation number 2. So let's take a look at what happens when we do that. So y now becomes negative 7x plus 10. So equation number 2, we'll get 3x minus 2. Remember, y has now turned into this negative 7x plus 10, equaling to negative 3. So here we're going to now expand and solve for x. As you can see now, all of our equation only has x materials. There are no longer any more y variables. So here we're going to get 3x plus, because it's minus 2 hits the first term, so negative 2 times negative 7x gives me plus 14x, and then negative 2 times 10 gives me minus 20, equaling to negative 3. We're now going to collect like terms, so we get 17x minus 20 equal to negative 3. We'll do this step by step so we don't skip any steps here. We're going to add 20 to both sides, and we get 17x equaling to 17. So we just show our work there, plus 20 to be fair. Again, we do it on both sides since there's an equal sign. And lastly, we divide both by 17. So x is now equal to 1. Now we need to go back and find y. Now earlier, we talked about this substitution or isolation of a variable. So when I do this isolation, this is the step where I can take my x value and plug it back into here to find the y value. So we said earlier that y is equal to negative 7x plus 10. So we're going to basically sub x equal to 1 into here. When we do that, we'll directly get the answer of y is equal to negative 7 times 1 plus 10. So y is equal to negative 7 plus 10, which means that y is equal to positive 3. So the final answer is going to be given by x comma y, because we always list it as a coordinate. Remember, it goes x then y, and then we get 1 comma 3. And that would be your final answer. A reminder that if you do get a solution to the system of equations, it basically means that this is the location where the two lines or the two graphs are going to intersect. Where they cross is going to be where the solution will lie. Now, you could have also taken the x equal to 1 back into one of the two equations in the beginning, 1 or 2. But you can see here that you then have to recalculate everything to solve for the y value. Versus when we took our first step, which was to isolate for y, we already did the work of doing all that algebra. So with substitution, once you get one of the answers, just plug it back into your substitution isolated variable step here. All right, that does it for today's video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.